Hey, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate taking a couple of minutes out of your day. I have a quick question for you. Do you know how many new customers you got to your repair shop last month? Better yet, do you have any idea what each one of those cost you? Well, I don't want to ruin your day, but typically somewhere between $50 and $125 is the current cost for you to acquire a new customer. Think about that for a minute. Hey, I'm Matthew Lee. I'm the author of the Official Guide to Auto Service Marketing. I'm the creator of the Repair Shop Owner's Unfair Advantage, and I'm the guy that a lot of auto repair shop owners just call the car count fixer. So now that you've had a chance to think about it, let me ask you this. How many new high-quality customers would you like to get for your repair shop? And how would you like to do that without any of that money-sucking advertising that just eats up all the profits? Now, I'm talking about the type of customer that will spend more money with you. The type of customer that virtually trusts you from the time he walks into your shop. I'm talking about the customer that will authorize more of those maintenance jobs, service jobs, and even the recommended services that you ask them to do. Would that make your shop more profitable? Look, I'm hosting a webinar, and if you've already registered or you're thinking about registering, I wanted to give you a quick heads up and a little bit of information about what we're going to cover on that webinar, because I don't want you to waste your time if this isn't for you. After all, time is our most precious asset. You just can't get any more of it. So I want to be sure that my webinar delivers information and help for you to increase your car count, make more money, and just get to do more of the things that you like to do. So let me start by telling you this. First of all, this webinar isn't about an easy button solution. So if you're looking for that, one silver bullet, or, then you just carry on chasing unicorns, because it's not out there. Secondly, I want you to come prepared to take some notes. That's why we're doing it online and not over the phone. Listen, there's going to be a lot of information, and I'm going to tell you now, there's a little bit of work into this strategy, but the nice thing is you do this once, and it's rinse and repeat marketing. I call it one of my formulaic systems. You set it up once, you'll spend a little bit of time to do that. The investment in doing it, virtually nothing. In the interest of all transparency, the strategy I'm going to show you will cost you a couple of bucks to set up. Now, I'm saying, well, to be safe, it's going to be $100 for you to get the printing and information done. And after that, it's done. It's set up. It's running. So I wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up so you understand, look, I don't want you to waste your time on the webinar if I can't help you. And, if your car count is good, if you're happy with your car count, well, don't bother coming to the webinar. Not really important for you. But if you do decide to come, whether you're registered or not, listen, I'm going to do everything step by step. I'm going to give you the entire formula. And this is what's important. When you think about it, nothing good happens automatically. I talk to shop owners and I say, what you're really doing is hope marketing. And you're not doing much, if anything, or you're not being proactive about some of the things you need to do, and you sit around and hope. And I gotta say, that's not the way that I would want to be supporting my family, just on a little bit of hope. Now, there is nothing wrong with a little bit of hope and prayer. I've said that lots of times in the past. But let me tell you this, if you fix your marketing and start getting more of those high quality customers, you'll have a lot more time for all that other stuff. What I really like about this strategy is I'm going to show you how to use the assets that you already have. I'm going to show you step by step with an exact formula how to go from being just another repair shop to being phenomenal, to being memorable. And on top of that, any plan can go bad. You know, I've seen some of the best take a recipe for apple pie and mess it up, even though they're going step by step. So I'm even going to reveal the secrets and the little things that can mess this entire thing up. Because, you know, after all, there's no use going full bore on this and then running into traps and not knowing how to handle it. So I'm even going to reveal the shortcomings of this and show you how to avoid them and make sure you don't get caught in those traps. One other thing I'm going to touch on in this webinar is probably one of the biggest hurdles that you face in acquiring good customers. And it's simply this: it's trust. Listen, you've heard me say it and you've heard others say it. People don't buy from you unless they know, trust, and like you. So how do you fix that trust issue? Well, let me tell you this. On the webinar, I'm going to give you details on the basic 3 different types of trust that there are. Now, I've done other calls on this, so I'm not going to go real deep into it. But as soon as you understand the different types of trust, I'm going to show you how to quickly manufacture trust. And that becomes the key to getting more of the higher quality customers that you've been looking for. So listen, don't forget, if you have not registered on the webinar, there'll be a button that appears below here. If you have any questions, no problem. support@justthebestmarketing.com. I respond to every email message personally. If you're in North America, toll free, 1-888-772-2069. And one last reminder, put it on your calendar, and there's no replay. So this is live webinar, live Q&A. If I'm going to help you fix your marketing, I think I should come to the party too. So it's all live and planned for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending on the questions we get. I want to make this all content for you and be sure that you walk away the very next day doing things a little bit different. And in fact, now that I think about it, I am going to show you something that I pretty much guarantee when you're on this webinar, the next morning, you're going to change the way you deal with customers. I promise. See you on the call. If you haven't already registered, just click the button below here and you'll be on the registration page. See you on the call. Take care. Thanks again.